This week David's away. He's doing a car launch, so it's just me on my own to review Jaguar's F-Pace. When I think of Jaguar, I think of royalty and country piles. I think of posh gentlemen's clubs with wood grain and leather and luxury. And that's true of Jaguar still. Now the problem was Jaguar hadn't really evolved for a long time, and I don't think their time under Ford's stewardship did them any favours. People didn't seem to like the fact that their Jaguar was on a Ford platform, something shared with a Mondeo. Now it's owned by Indian giant Tata, and Tata is a hands-off owner. They've just given Jaguar vast amounts of money and they said go away and make beautiful cars like this. The 2021 Jaguar F-Pace Dynamic RSE D300 costs $95,566. But we've got a few extras on this car. The sticker price on this car with those options is $114,076. It includes things like these pixelated headlights for $4,700. There is a ton of space back here in the back. Overhead, there's a full-length glass sunroof with this translucent shade inside. Now, it's not particularly bright outside, but with this open, it bathes the entire cabin in beautiful light. This is just a lovely soft glow. Back here is cosseted and cozy. It's a black-on-black interior. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of black. It is leather and it is beautifully soft to touch, beautifully grained. In fact, everything in here is delicious. There's a couple of inches with the seat back for me to drive, some map pockets in both seats, and the obligatory rear vents. There's no controls of any kind back here, but there is a non-slip little tiny bin. But the front is a much nicer place. I really like the way the front's laid out. I love the air conditioning controls. These buttons double for seat heating and cooling, temperature and fan, or you can just put it in auto and it does the whole thing by itself. Behind that we've got a scroll control for the on-off for the radio, stop-start for the engine, and this new Jaguar controller for the 8-speed automatic. This is a model update, and with the update came a brand new interior. The center console's hugely changed, and the new infotainment system is massive compared to the old one. The steering wheel saw big changes, with lots of new functions. It also now comes with wireless CarPlay and a wireless charger. Sadly, the wireless charger is optional, with the touchscreen being 11.4 inches. But that gear shifter gave us no end of strife. I've been having a little bit of trouble getting this thing into gear. For some strange reason, it sometimes, like just then, didn't want to go out of park. Still didn't want to go out of park. Still didn't want to go out of park. And on the dashboard, it was telling me to unlock before shifting. Behind there's a little button. Don't know if you can see that, but you've got to make sure that that's well and truly pressed in. And if you do, it goes into drive. It's very easy just to grab it and think you've pressed it, but you haven't. Park is the little button in front. Over here are the drive mode controls, and turning that will go from dynamic to comfort to eco to snow. This doesn't have any off-roading pretensions because it is a comfortable cruiser. I like these engineered wood panels too, and these stitched leather. This screen is about 11 inches and some change, and we've got wireless CarPlay. Hallelujah. Below that, a wireless charger for my phone. Again, that's part of the options pack. Disappointingly, a lot of the really cool things are optional, like the pixel LED lights that I was talking about before. The pixelated lights do really cool things. They keep the car in front in a pool of lowered light. The lights are in automatic the whole time, and as the cars in front approach, or if they're driving even in the same direction, they're in just this pool of light which changes as the car moves through the field until it's completely past, and then all lights are on. The seats have 18-way driver and passenger memory with heating and ventilation, but they're also massage. Part of the 18-way is the lumbar support. If you twist that, it makes the bolsters go in and out. I quite like. The menu system, Jaguar have made a big song and dance about. They say that this operates like a phone and so it's easy to use. I don't know about it being too easy to use, but it does operate somewhat like a phone. I showed you this 3D effect in the XE last week, where you can just wave your finger around like so, and you can get a different view. It's not terribly responsive. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Now for seat heating and cooling, you can enter the seat menu as I've done here, or you can pull or push these buttons depending on what you want to control. So that's ventilating for the passenger side, so that you can have a cool bottom, or you can have a toasty warm bottom. And you can turn it on and off from this menu. Here is also the seat massage. Let's get that going. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to give it max intensity. I'm going to have, now it only is on the seat back. It doesn't give your bum a cat paw rub, but it is, oh, that's nice. It's got a digital dash and a heads-up display. And the heads-up display at the moment is showing me the lane guidance, the speed limit, what gear I'm in, and the speed, which of course is 0. That's the proximity sensor telling me that I'm too close to things. That goes off all the time. And let me just give that a spray. And it's incredibly annoying because it drowns out the radio. I've got this just in standard mode. Sport mode tightens up the suspension, makes the steering heavier, changes the gears and so forth. If you go into the menu, you can change what the sport setting does. I like nice light steering, a responsive engine, and good brakes. You can see as we're going down the hill under the speed limit, this is just wafting through corners. I'll put it in sports mode. A minute. Okay, now it's in dynamic mode, which is what Jaguar calls the sports mode. My dash has gotten all red and angry, and the suspension has toughened up, and the engine's toughened up, and the transmission's toughened up, and the steering's gotten heavier. I can go and change any of those, as I said in the menu. Thing is, it hasn't made an appreciable difference to the handling. The really amazing thing is that this engine sounds more like a 6-cylinder petrol than a 6-cylinder diesel, at least from inside. Outside is a different story. It sounds like a diesel, but a refined diesel. This is really sticking within the lines. It's just beautiful. What this reminds me of is coming down this very road in a Jaguar XJ. While we're on the subject of XJs, rather sad that Jaguar at the last minute decided to cancel XJ. What a shame. Now that we're on the freeway, I'm just going to slip this back into comfort mode. And I'm going to press the up button and we're now set. Cruise control set, lane control set. It's keeping me a distance from the car in front. Unfortunately, when you turn the car off, it doesn't remember the distance to the car in front that you'd rather be. So I'm just going to bring that down just a fraction. Now that we are on the freeway, I can't tell you how quiet this F-Pace is. It is absolutely beautiful. Now, one of the things that you can do, and I hope this works, I've got a new phone which wasn't paired properly, changed it over this week. I'm going to send a text to David. Hey Siri, text David Brown.
What do you want to say?
I hope the launch is going well, full stop. I'm testing Siri on our Jaguar F-Pace film, full stop. Talk to you on Friday, full stop.
Your Your message to David Brown says I hope the launch is going well. I'm testing Siri on out Jaguar F-Pace, Phil. Talk to you on Friday. Ready to send it?
Yes.
Okay, it's sent.
Not having it, I think, is a safety issue. And what makes this even better is, as I said before, it is wireless. And that's all this week from Jaguar F-Pace. Hit like, leave a comment, but above all, just there to subscribe.